Guys, for one, thank you so much for doing this today. I am super excited. I love this. I love the singles. I love the videos. I am hooked. Um, and I absolutely love how both singles are so different from each other. And they both that really makes them both stand out, but they both tell a story. From what I understand, the overall record is also going to tell the story in its own, a bigger story. What can you tell me about the story of the first Monolith music we're hearing?
Motley.
Right. The first song was Oligarchs, is the first character that we designed. The second one is Martyr. Everything is connected.
Mhm.
If you see the videos, it's the same actor. That was on purpose. The same oligarch, the main oligarch that you see in the video is the same guy that is with the Martyr. And more characters and more stuff we're going to be revealing little by little so you understand the story. We try to do it as digestible as possible because the concept itself is very complex.
Okay.
So we try to first, little by little showing stuff, and that's it. That's how we plan everything.
Nice. Nice. And it looks like the same setting that you guys are playing. Is it the same setting you guys are playing in the background in between the shots of the videos as well? Like they're very connected.
Yes and no. I mean, it's different settings. They look similar.
Okay.
For the next video that we're going to present in a few weeks, is another type of setting.
Okay.
But yeah, little by little, we're going to be showing the whole thing.
Okay.
Reggie, to your point of the music, it's not easy to start a band, or for any band really, to establish a sound, just a sound that because this is all about a product, and a product that we're doing. It's us, and we got to relate to people. So it's hard to make a sound that's defined and that people can count on while offering interesting things, interesting switches. So keeping this music with a similar, I guess, overall sound to it, and also rhythm to it, we can tend to go a little above, a little below, like with the feels, the tones, the dynamics, and everything. But it still
Mhm.
sounds like us. And Motley and Andy still, you'll begin to recognize their voices and then the sound of our instruments. And it looks easy to do, but it isn't. So I'm glad you said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the things that I gotta admit, one of the only guys that could do this job on the drums is Mike, because the way the fusion and the respect for each one of the different genres that we're trying to portray in each song is a difficult thing to do, and to make it sound right. And Mike is a master of that. Mike, when he saw the concept, he was like, I know exactly what you guys going for, and I'm gonna put this. And actually, when he started to giving us points for different things and structure in the songs, everything changed. Everything took another level because it really got the form of a product. It really got this magical thing that you're looking for songs.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. And I know the two of you go back a while. You've known each other for a long time. I've watched interviews. I know that Miley,
A
you
little,
were friends with
a
yeah.
little parties here and there.
Yeah, things you can remember, things you can't remember, I'm sure. But yeah, I know you were friends with Mike's drum tech, and you guys go back a long way. But what was it like sitting down and starting to work together and create music together? What was that process like for you guys?
Go ahead, Motley.
Working with Mike was amazing. What are you talking about? I mean, everybody in the band is professional with a ridiculous amount of experience. Andy is a guitar player, producer. Gabo is a producer, drummer. And then, I've been playing music for whatever. I don't even want to say how old I am. Then comes Mike in. And Mike, it wasn't like a general. They start to giving orders. Mike was like, he entered and he was like, I think this part we should change it this way. And all of us, with all the experience that we have, we were like, you're right. You're right. Okay, let's put it in. And then Mike will come and say, no, 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 no. We're going to do this way, this part, change it. Andy rewrites something, he rewrites something. And it starts to morph into what you're hearing right now. It's amazing. With Mike, easy.
Yeah, well, I mean, but to give credit, you know how just in a discussion, someone can offer something in whatever discussion it is, and then another person can come in and go, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I did this and blah blah blah." It's like it's easier to come up with things after someone already creates a source. So they created the great source, and I will say, I was so excited to hear. I mean, prototypical, hardcore, classic three branches of Latin rhythms in this that Andy I don't know actually know who birthed the actual things. I think it was Andy first, and the Gabo came in, and then and you Motley, but it was distinctly Afro-Cuban claves, Brazilian moves, and Caribbean things, and I was like, all right, I've been dying to use my history of this somewhere, and here it is. So it was great. They started that. I took it and streamlined it. I said, okay, and it's because, as Motley said earlier, we get a, a bit of perspective on what we're doing. We're not just like, oh, let's hang out and write songs and then eat steak. You know, that's fun, but
Right.
but you know, we really have a serious thing going on here. And for me personally, my formula was, all right, what is the sound? The sound is rock metal. That's it. It just sounds like that with the instruments, the way the drum kit's not a jazz kit, it's not a Latin kit, it's a rock metal kit. Bass the same way with some distortion, guitars. So I wanted to have a constant frame of reference with a pulse and a backbeat while weaving in one of these three Latin rhythms at an appropriate time. So that was the protocol. And it's really focused. And I think that no matter what songs we release, people will feel, whether they might not know that, but they're going to feel it. And then once people become privy, and you help us reach more people. I'm talking like even out of our elements, just reach new people, and they start to hear what we have to say. It makes it more fun, more enjoyable. Oh, this is a story. Oh, wow, there's a thing to this music. And a lot of people that I know from my whole history that are the musician types, they love to be a part of that. Like, oh, I know what that is. So it makes it fun.
Yeah, for sure. And there's so many like layers and so many things to really catch and pay attention when you're listening to like Oligarchs and Mother Martyr both. Like there's so many, every time you listen to it, you hear something new and something different that you didn't catch the time before, which makes it so much more fun to listen to. Um, but when you're writing your first music as a band and there's so much story to it, does that make it tougher as songwriters when it's the first thing people are hearing from you and it's so complex, or does that just make it that much more fun?
Well,
Oh, go ahead, Motley. I
go
mean,
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, Mike,
no,
go
I
ahead.
mean, for me, it's easy, and then I'll turn it over because he has more to say about this. Well, I mean, it's absolutely fun because you have direction. I mean, the worst thing going to do an album with anybody is no direction. So, with that said, those guys created the direction, right,
Yeah,
Motley?
me and Andy sit down and start to create something that we wanted to be super complex but digestible again. So, starting to put in everything together, when you know where you got to go to explain something and you have all these steps to get there, it becomes easy because what you got to do is explain each one of the steps. It's not like you're going around trying to figure out something. No, okay, let's explain this step right here. Let's write about it, how we want it, what atmosphere we wanted, what rhythm we wanted, how we're gonna do it, how we're gonna structure it. It actually becomes an amazing part of the process. Because when you sit down and you start to getting drunk and talking stuff and you go away and come back, always magic happens. Always. Always. and inside musicians they are already experienced in their instruments.
Mhm.
It's just magical because stuff is just start to appear, and you're like, that's good, keep that, put this here, do notes, write that, put this here, record that, and that's how it happened.
Here you go. Bam.
That's
Cheers.
awesome. I got my coffee.
Have you tried these copper mugs? Keep everything cold. I used it so much I actually broke the handle. I'm disturbed. I'm gonna have to purchase another one. But
It's
anyway.
amazing. The water on the copper cups is
Oh
supposed to
yeah.
be amazing. Yeah, amazing for
Oh,
you.
that's
This
awesome.
is my drink, Jägerbomb.
I feel so regular right now. I've just got a plain white mug. So, uh,
I, I was there earlier.
obviously you've got with as far as characters, the Oligarchs, Mother Martyr, but one of the names that really stood out to me is the Star Child. And we saw him in the Oligarchs video, I believe. But what can you tell me about that character? I know you don't want to give too much away till the record really comes out, but what can you tell me about the Star Child character? He seems really kind of creepy a little bit and ominous and like just and maybe that's just my vibe, but that what can you tell me about him?
Well, the Star Child, how I can put it without giving that much away, is the main character, at
Okay.
least for the beginning of the concept of the project, and it's a very special character. Uh, there's absolutely no evil in him.
Okay.
I gotta point that, and we're gonna with the releases of more stuff, we're gonna try to explain all the struggles of this
Mhm.
character and how he develops. So hopefully people feel attached to it, and feel good, have good feelings for the character. Hopefully everything go well with the character.
um Making the Oligarchs video, it definitely it looks like it was a lot of fun to make, but it looks like there was a lot of moving parts to making that video. Even down to like the special effects that were in like post. When you're making a video that complex, like I do a lot of work in pro wrestling. We've been doing a crap ton of just like cinematic type videos, and there's so much work that goes into making those videos, but there's so much fun to make at the same time. Just making that video, what was that experience and process like for you guys?
I'm gonna turn that over to Motley, but I'm gonna kind of make a premise here.
Sure.
The premise is before um, all that was figured out. We had a lot of talking, discussions. You come back and forth. You
Hmm.
put ideas on the table, and for me, I consistently reiterated to Motley, like, dude, we've got so much time, only so much time, only so many of the different resources, the different people, all kinds of things that we only have so much to work with here. And if we are not organized, and I'm talking like pencil and paper over and over, like just writing every single thing down, it's going to be difficult. And I'll close that by saying, because things don't work how you want them to sometimes. You
Yeah.
you might have a plan, and it could be, oh, the truck wasn't available to get the drums. It might go just something that just throws the whole day off. So with that
Yeah.
said, this guy, hey Motley, how's the thing going? He's like, gosh, it was like boom, look at this, everything. He every minute of the day was worked out. He could tell you, where he gets this from. Every step of the video was also very, very well written down, and discussions and preparation. So with that said, I showed up going, wow, well, this is going to work because of that kind of dedication and work. So Motley, explain what you did, because it's incredible.
Well, the whole planning of the videos, after we have the songs set up and we decide which song is going to be first and all the stuff, Uh, the plan was huge, like hours and hours and hours. I basically didn't sleep for months. um,
Yeah.
to the point where I map each second of each video to exactly get from the crew that we're gonna, that we paid to do the video, exactly what we want in the way that we want it. And even with that, it wasn't exactly,
Yeah.
but it was a good hybrid, you know.
Yeah.
So because like Mike say, and it's funny because I remember Mike telling me, Motley, are you sure this is too much in a day? We don't want to be able to do all this stuff. And we basically spent a week preparing everything. And it was basically 3-4 days of recordings that we did. And in each day was packed from 6 o'clock in the morning to 12 at night every
Oh,
day. It was unreal. And Mike,
wow.
because I have Mike telling me, are you sure? I will triple check and check a million times each thing, call each person, be on top of each individual. I mean, it
Oh, yeah.
was it was ridiculous. We're talking about around 100 people that you have to check with each one of them just to make sure. Like in any business, like you gotta be on top of it, and
Wow.
the result is there. The video is beautiful. Martyr is gorgeous, and something more coming around the corner.
Yeah.
I love that. One of my favorite things about the music, Motley, is how you and Andy's vocals complement each other so well when you guys are singing back and forth off and on. Mike, when you're sitting behind the drum kit and you're watching that and you're seeing them complement each other and go back and forth and just together, what's that like for you to be there and watch that really take place?
It's comforting. It's very settling because they're both strong vocalists. And they worked on making the both of them sound almost as one, but you don't want that too perfect, but you want it close to the point that when I received the music on everything, which by the way I loved that there were a lot of the vocal set because I played drums to that. I hate recording and then the vocals come in later and I'm like, well, I didn't know you were going to sing that because a lot of my fills go with the vocal to leave room. But
Hmm.
anyway, it's comforting. They're strong. They're dead on and they complement each other. And they put work into that. So it just feels like really nice. And plus, um, it makes me take a step back with humor when I have to offer some ideas for vocals and I can't sing at all and it's always in my career it's always been hilarious to try to sing something that's so bad and then and I'm getting like software it's almost like people talk about like, auto tune and that stuff which is not on our people
Right.
say that I don't know why they say that I think because there's an effect on vocals which is cool and fun but anyway I want the auto tune like give that to me so I get the program and I sing so bad it doesn't even work. so anyway, so
That's how
anyway,
I am.
it's very comforting, given all that. So yeah, they did unbelievable.
Yeah, but those ideas that the Mike gave us, even that he can sing, those ideas were great. We actually worked on it, and they
That's
merged,
awesome.
and they were amazing. In the end, they are there in the songs, which is crazy. And one thing that I love the most about Mike knows that I drink Grand Marnier, and Andy drinks Chivas for singing. So Mike put 2 cups. When we designed the drums, he put
Yeah.
2 cups on the drums so we can put our drinks there. And it's amazing. We were
Oh
having
yeah,
a
yeah.
blast with that.
The Vader, my signature drumstick company, Vader Drumsticks, makes these accessories because they're the really fun people. They're Bostonians. They are fun people. They have drink holders, stick holders, tubes. They've got all kinds of fun
Nice.
stuff outside of just making drumsticks. And I put we built the drum kit. I'm like, look what I brought you guys. And we opened the box, and it's like, ooh. then it was fun opening the boxes because we built the drum kit together. I didn't know what it was really going to be based on the recording kit. I had to make a live kit. Anyway, so yeah, I had the Veda drink trays, and we're all like more excited about those than anything except the Monolith drum head.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
That's
You were
awesome.
drinking during the video.
Oh
Amazing.
yeah. Oh, we all had a cocktail filming. The crew was amazing. I mean, Motley. We could talk a lot about, but we don't have a lot of time. But let me just say that the crew, every bit of the crew was on time. I mean, on fire.
Ooh,
Nobody was late for anything. People were early, engaged, and they were kind. And we all worked together. Everyone knew because we had such an overwhelming amount to do shooting these 3 videos in the time that we did. Everyone just got it. Everyone just like, all right, it's time to start like, doing it. So anyway, I just wanted
that's
to
awesome.
give props to everybody involved and
Yeah,
on every level.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. It's funny hearing you talk, Mike, about like giving vocal ideas, but like you can't sing. Because I know that in wrestling, like wrestlers that train will be like, "What do you think we should do in this match?" And I'll be like trying to show that I have no athletic ability whatsoever. I'm like, can I just explain it? Because it's really bad when I try to show you, and let's just they're like, yeah, we'll just have you explain it. Like you're gonna get hurt just walking into the ring. I'm like, exactly. It's so bad.
The
Um,
the only way I can actually sing in tune is if I impersonate a 1940s vaudeville singer named Ethel Merman, who a buddy of mine imitates. For some reason, in every band I'm in, people notice that I can actually sing in tune if I imitate Ethel Merman. So maybe there's some hope to me. I mean, for me. But at this point,
maybe.
just get drummers shouldn't have microphones. First of all, be quiet. Let the guys in front take care of it. And the second thing is, I mean, no, I mean honestly, because I would be too much of a comedian and I would probably take a serious moment and wreck it. But also the microphone wrecks the drum sound. So enough on that. It is what it is.
When you guys sit back and you've obviously heard the final product all the way through. You know what all of us haven't heard yet. You know what's coming for us. When you sit back and you hear the final product, you see all of this stuff finally done. What does it mean to you, and how does it make you guys feel when you look at what you guys have accomplished with all of this, with Monolith and everything?
Ed Motley.
Hey man, it's been a long, long road. Creating a band from scratch is difficult more when I mean, it's easier to work with the musicians that we have, and the whole team that we have is amazing. But you know, everybody have their private lives. Everybody have
Mhm.
their responsibilities. So it's not like we are 16 and yeah, let's conquer the world. It's a lot
Right.
of work. It's a long road. You have to do a bunch of stuff. So every time we see one of the products done, it's like everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. Yeah, let's go. So and then you just is the anxiety that the people's gonna like it, what they're gonna say, how the people's gonna react. Let's see. Let's check it out. Remember, because it's a new band too, we are collecting data of anything
Mhm.
that we're doing because it's a business in the end too. So
Right.
we are watching every direction, everything that we are doing, we are watching it. We are looking all the comments. We are looking all the reactions. We are trying to see, okay, this is going well, this is going bad.
Mhm.
Let's move this direction because in the end, the artistic part we all have it, but the business part we got to keep it. So the band continues.
Absolutely. Mike?
Yeah, I was just having a tangent thought, which you probably could see, about how much time we have left, because it helps me gauge how I answer a question.
Yeah,
How are we doing?
sure. We're at 11:27 right now.
Okay, there we go. And okay, so we have a couple minutes,
Yeah,
right? All right, I'm just
yeah,
asking.
yeah.
So and
I've got I have as much time as you need.
well,
So,
we have
yeah,
interviews every 30 minutes,
right.
so
Yep.
we'll have to cut. We'll have to cut.
Yeah.
By the
And
last one, are gonna be fucked up. So whatever.
Do what you
yeah.
gotta do.
But I mean, as far as the accomplishment, yeah, because another aspect of it is navigating the sea of emotions. People have ideas, they have feelings, you have vision, and everyone has their own, but yet we try to, it's like taking a, you ever see a diagram? I forget what they're called, but it's like you have a circle and then
The
a
Venn
second
diagram, yeah.
circle, Venn, and then a third
Yeah.
circle, and then you see what's in common. We have a big common area, thank God. We have a big common area, so it's not like a tiny little thing that we're all
Right.
battling. It's not like that. It's like, oh, we got a big common area. So to hear another mix get done, another mix get done, another
Yeah.
video, blah 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 blah, it's really great. It's really great.
Yeah. You guys have something to be really proud of with this music, man. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. Guys, thank you so much. Monolith, the new band. Thank you for taking time today and thank you for this music.
You're welcome, Reggie. It was a pleasure, and get us out there, and that's it. Here we are.
That's what I'm here for, guys. Good luck on everything. We'll see you down the road.